very much for this breakfast press conference, day one of this historic test match. We have got Geoff Allardice from the ICC, Chief Executive, Faisal Hasnain, PCB Chief Executive, Nick Hockley, Cricket Australia Chief Executive, and Todd Greenberg from ACA. He's the Chief Executive as well. Faisal will start the proceedings with the introductory remarks, then we'll move to Geoff, Nick, and then Todd, and then we'll open the floor. We've got mics at the end, so please raise your hand, introduce yourself, and please feel free to ask anything relating to the series. Thank you very much. Faisal?
It's off now. It's off now.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, this is an exciting moment for Pakistan cricket, and I am absolutely delighted and feel privileged to be here in the company of Geoff Allardice, the Chief Executive of the International Cricket Council, Nick Hockley, the Chief Executive of Cricket Australia, and Todd Greenberg, the Chief Executive of the Australia Cricketers Association. Their presence here demonstrates their commitment and their support for this tour. I and the people of Pakistan also welcome Captain Pat Cummins and the entire Australian squad to Pakistan, and I thank them for their individual decisions to tour Pakistan and to make this series happen. There are many, many people on both sides that have worked tirelessly over many, many months to make this tour a reality. And the PCB and the Pakistani public and cricket fans thank all those involved, and which includes both the governments and the various government agencies which have supported this series. This tour also sends out a strong and a positive message to the entire world. And I am confident that when the Australian team returns home, they will leave with fond memories and will all hopefully become ambassadors of Pakistan. The Pakistani fans have waited for 24 years to see a strong Australian side play in Pakistan, and their wishes will very, very shortly be fulfilled. So I urge cricket fans all over Pakistan to come and see the matches, to fill the stadiums, and enjoy what promises to be a high-quality cricket match and series between two top world-class teams. And further, now that the Pakistan-Australia series will be played for the Ben O'Connor Trophy, there will be further context and something exciting and significant to play for. And I thank Cricket Australia for agreeing to this proposal. I also want to say that this tour is about much more than just cricket. It's about mutual respect, understanding, and admiration. It's about all sides working together as a team towards a common objective and with sincere intent. That's why we are all sitting here. Demonstrating to the world that the international cricketing community remains firm in its unity and is a very close-knit family. And whatever the result on the field, whatever the outcome, the ultimate winner will be our glorious game of cricket. Finally, I would like, on my behalf and on behalf of the PCB and the people of Pakistan, would like to offer my condolences to Cricket Australia and to the friends and family of Rodney Marsh, who has sadly passed away. I grew up watching players like Rodney Marsh, Dennis Lillee, Jeff Thompson, the Chappell brothers, In fact, the very first series that I saw was between Australia and India in 1969. That's a long time back. And the phrase, court marsh, bold lily, will be there with me forever and will be there for all those who were lucky and privileged enough to watch those players. I thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome here today. Just want to make a couple of quick comments. You know, I think a strong Pakistan is very, very important for international cricket, and I know that this series is a very important one for the PCB and cricket fans in Pakistan. I think over the last 4 or 5 years, going back to 2017, I think this Australia will be the 6th test playing nation to visit Pakistan during that period. But it's a significant moment when it's been 24 years between test series in this country between the two teams. So the cricket mad fans of Pakistan get the opportunity to see the best players from both countries battling it out over a 3-test series, and then some limited overs matches. And from our point of view, it's also second versus third on the World Test Championship table. So even though it's early in the competition, it's an important series from the point of view of who makes the final there. I just echo Faisal's comments about the passing of Rod Marsh. As a young boy in Australia, falling in love with the sport of cricket, Rod was one of my heroes. And he also made such a contribution after his playing days as well with young players in many countries. And he also had a strong involvement with the ICC too, with the establishment of the ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai, and he was the mastermind of the design of the facilities there. And young players are enjoying those facilities every day, so his legacy lives on. Thank you.
Thank you, Geoff. Nick?
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you, Geoff, for those comments. And I would firstly like to, on behalf of Cricket Australia, offer my sincere condolences to the Marsh family. I think it is a very sad day for Australian cricket, and there's a lot of people who made just such a positive impact on so many lives, and we are very much thinking of the Marsh family and all that had the good fortune to come into contact with Rodney. So thank you for those comments. Today it's such a historic day. We've been working towards this and looking forward to it so much, and I could not be more thrilled to be here in Pakistan. The welcome that we've received has been just really overwhelming, and the excitement amongst our playing group has just been palpable. I think it's not lost on people the significance of this series, and just could not be more proud of everyone for all of the work that has gone in to make this happen. So on behalf of Cricket Australia, I just want to say an enormous thank you to the PCB, to everyone in Pakistan, to Todd, the Players Association. I think it's been a wonderful team effort, and we just can't wait for that first ball to be bowled. So just say an enormous thank you for the extremely warm welcome, which, as you say, I think is going to do a huge amount for cricket globally. Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Todd?
Well, it's great. Our players are unbelievably excited to be here in Pakistan, and would like me to convey on their behalf the thanks to the PCB, the government, and particularly the people of Pakistan for the warm welcome we've received. A lot of players were very anxious about this tour some months ago, but that anxiety has turned to real excitement. And that's a really positive sign for global cricket. It's a really positive sign that the Australian cricket team are here, and we understand our contribution and our responsibility to the global game, which is why this tour is so significantly important. So to all of the people who put on the tour and made the arrangements for us, we say a very sincere thank you. And to the people of Pakistan, when the roads are closed and the cavalcades come through, we understand that that creates some other difficulties for people in Pakistan. We want to say thank you, and we appreciate that effort to allow us to be secure and to get to the ground and to get to training and all those sorts of things. I'll echo the remarks of my colleagues on Rod Marsh. It is a very sad day for Australian cricket. Rod was obviously a very good cricketer and a very well-loved cricketer, but on top of that, he was a husband.
I would like to say that we're all sitting here as a result of real intent, sincerity, and teamwork. Without that, this tour could never have happened. And I would like to, on behalf of the people of Pakistan, thank Cricket Australia for working with us over many, many months in minute detail. Every particular aspect has been covered, whether it's on the health side, logistics, just about everything. I would also like to thank Cricket Australia for being so accommodating, for understanding the setup here, and at the end of the day, I think this is the start, as Nick has said, the start of many, many more matches and series to come. I would also like, at this point, and I've already done this before, but like to mention the many people behind the scenes who don't really get thanked for the work that has been done in the background, whether they be the various government agencies, the staff, the curators, just to make sure that every single item has been taken care of. And forward to an exciting and fulfilling series between two world-class teams.
No, I think, this is looking forward to the contest between the two teams. I think I have seen over the last 4 or 5 years the efforts that the PCB and the various authorities in Pakistan have gone to bring elite cricket back to the fans in Pakistan, and this is yet another step in that journey. And well done to both PCB and to Cricket Australia for making this happen. I think when you think about almost the generation of Australian players who haven't had the opportunity to experience Test cricket in Pakistan, I think the excitement amongst the players today is very, very telling. So looking forward to the game very shortly.
Shahid Hashmi.
Shahid Hashmi. Geoff has definitely turned a corner by hosting Australia, a major team in the international cricket. What does that mean to world cricket? And come April 6, when inshallah Australia will depart safely and happily, there will be no issues for international teams to not come to Pakistan.
Yeah, I echo what I said before. I think I think Australia is the 6th Test playing country to come here in the last few years, and it is, every time it's a building block in terms of building that confidence for teams to come back and tour Pakistan. And as you will have all have seen, there is nothing spared in the arrangements to satisfy the needs of touring teams, and it's the PCB and the people of Pakistan are outstanding hosts for international cricket.
Mohisha and then Dalia Rasool.
This is Mohisha from the news. My question is regarding, as you know, cricket is a game of gentlemen, and yet there are elements who are spreading fake social media messages to discourage teams coming to Pakistan. What ICC is doing in this respect to tell that particular country from where these messages are coming, not to or control their elements and control those elements who are spreading these things. Thank you.
Look, I think the detail of that isn't something that we're across in terms of the arrangements. The ICC has been part of the journey of getting Pakistan back hosting elite cricket, and I think each of the touring teams has to satisfy itself with the arrangements when they embark on a tour. And certainly the preparations and the way that there's no questions about the way that this has been handled with regards to this tour.
Hi. I suppose either one of Nick or Todd, you mentioned there was hesitation maybe a few months ago about certain players wanting to tour Pakistan, and maybe that reticence has gone away somewhat. But now I just wondered whether there have been discussions around the teams that have toured Pakistan in the past couple of years. Did you have the chance to speak to Sri Lanka, to Bangladesh, and even New Zealand maybe? And
so I think a really key moment that gave us great confidence was the pre-tour recce when we observed the West Indies series in December. And I do want to acknowledge Brendan Drew from the ACA, Ben Oliver, and Stu Bailey, who's here, and the PCB team. I think that was really, the pivotal moment. We haven't been here for 24 years, and so I think it was more the fear of the unknown, or anxiety about the unknown. But I think having the team come here, observe the incredible operations that are here on the ground, I think that gave everyone great confidence.
Yeah, and I'll add to that people like Shane Watson, who played here, provided great context, clarity and confidence for that tour, and spoke to a number of the players. And we've had individual conversations with not just players but their families, and we've taken them on a long journey with lots of information. And it's really important with players that you give them information and you share some of that information so that they've got all of that data and information in front of them so they can make informed decisions. And all credit to the PCB for sharing a lot of that information, which allowed us to share that with the players. And the more information you can share and the better informed they are, the better decisions they can make, which is why that anxiety has turned to excitement, because they are genuinely excited to be here. There's a generation of Australian cricketers that have missed the opportunity to play Test cricket in Pakistan. I spoke to Steve Waugh only a couple of days ago, now there's a lot of Australian cricketers who've not had the opportunity since then, and our modern day players you'll see today now get that chance. Cameron Green wasn't born the last time we played a Test match here. That's not lost on this playing group, the great privilege that it is to play Test cricket here in Pakistan.
Most of the players in international cricket choose to play cricket leagues instead of their commitments, international commitment playing for their country. Don't you think it's a serious issue and ICC needs to talk to the cricket nations and their boards to address this issue?
Yeah, you're right. It is an issue. It's a changing of the game, really. I think the strengths of some of the domestic leagues around the world provides really good options and professional opportunities for players, and as does international cricket. So finding the balance between those two is an ongoing discussion, and in our next set of meetings in April, it'll be a pretty prominent agenda item.
I think, Geoff, though, I just would add, we've got our absolute full strength squad.
Yeah. We'll take the last question.
Nick, thank you very much for visiting Pakistan, and this is happiest moment for every Pakistani that Australia is here in Pakistan. So Pakistan is also hosting ICC Champions Trophy in 2025. So what is your message to the entire cricket fraternity about this?
Oh, I think the hospitality is second to none. The welcome we've received, as I said, has been just incredible. And I think global events, ICC events, are a great celebration of cricket, the cricketing world coming together. I just encourage everyone to embrace it. We're fortunate we're hosting the Men's T20 World Cup in October and November. We know that when Pakistan walk out at the MCG to play India, there's going to be over 94,000 people there. They're just great occasions, and I think I would just encourage everyone to embrace it. I think it'll be a fantastic event.
Thank you very much. Thanks.